Hey team, it is Taylor with Kick and Tail Gaming. Hey, today we're going to stream Ace Combat 7. We're probably going to do the first 2 or 3 missions, and looking forward to gaming with you guys soon. Remember, we have the Anthem open demo this weekend, so if you're not tied into that yet, for sure get that downloaded so you can jump in and play that this weekend. So, with that, if you're here, thanks for being here. Give us a follow and welcome. Say what's up in the chat. I do want to give shout outs to, I guess it's Angel, and we also have Ground Zero gave us a follow while we were offline. So shout out to both of you. Thanks so much for giving us a follow and enjoying what we do. We're going to kick it off. I was hoping there was going to be a little more background noise for you guys, but it doesn't appear to. So if we're doing this and the sound is a little low, let me know and I can post it up for you guys. Per the normal, I'm gonna just look over for the main menus, but then once we get playing, I'll be staring at you guys. So we're gonna do campaign mode, and then start the story. We're gonna play normal.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Free to play model, and I played that one.
So,
couple weeks
I
ago.
flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my event system, this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Is everyone here?
So that was a surprise.
Settle
We didn't
down.
expect that to happen.
I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Perfect. Now it's our game time. Okay, so on the top left, take down a bomber, or the hostile bombers, is our mission. It's sunny and scattered clouds. So, let's kick it off. So, we're going to start the mission. The briefing, I'll just replay the briefing if I wanted. Because I bought the early pack, I got 2 additional ships, or aircraft. This one, you can't equip any weapons to, so I can't actually fly that one. I can fly the F4, or I can fly the F-16. We'll go with the F-16. I can do, this is an air-to-air missile, and it'll target 4 different ships, and it shows me that on the right. Or I can do a ground attack, as this mission is, I believe, all air attack. We're going to go with our air attack special weapon. And then I could change other parts here if I wanted, so we're going to just go straight to launch.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
I love that we're called Mage Squadron. Again, we're playing on our Xbox Elite controller, so I've got even the bottom flippers that'll activate my my top buttons here as well. So it gives me a little more kind of a knee-jerk reaction if I wanted it.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Let's go.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff.
There we go.
Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
So it's going to give me a little bit of,
Do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
it's going to give me a little bit of pointers here on how to get off the ground and whatnot.
Take off and form up with Mage 1.
I had some feedback that you guys couldn't hear me over the game audio earlier. So I've played this series before.
Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of
In
damage.
fact, the most recent one was
Can't have any more
the
casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Was the free-to-play version on the PlayStation.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1.
You
All
can play a
aircraft,
certain amount of
let's do
missions
this.
a day.
Golem Squadron, it's go time.
So that's my guy. I'm gonna go flying by him.
Going for understood.
My target's right there in front of me.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
And then all we're gonna do is blow him out of the sky.
I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
So there's a larger enemy contingent in front of us. So we'll just head out towards them. I'm not sure where they're at height-wise. Maybe there's none on my radar yet. Maybe not close enough. Yeah, I'm probably just not getting readings on. There they are. So I've got a group in the back.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835. Bands on your six. Watch it.
So I'm at basically full speed towards.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
I've got these two in front of me targeted.
Breaking out of block.
On his tail.
I'm just gonna shoot both of them.
Enemy destroyed. Eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
So what we're doing is just cycling some weapons here. That was a multi-attack weapon. I think I blew that up. Probably crashed.
Mage 2.
So we got
Mage
some
2.
other
Targets in range.
guys in front of us.
Trigger, stay calm.
We'll go for that multi-shot again.
I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
It shows my range towards them. They're about 8,000 kilometers out right now, or 8 kilometers out.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Breaking out of block.
There we go.
Mage 2.
Let's
Missile
shoot all of
launch.
them.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
I think they have
Not
a
too
circle
shabby,
back.
Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
So everyone watching, where are you guys watching me from? What
Skykeeper,
games are you guys playing right now?
Tally 2 bandits.
What are you looking forward to?
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Bring it back around, and he should be right in front of us.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones?
I am using the novice controls. I get a little motion sick when I play aircraft games, and so unfortunately I gotta play on the novice controls, otherwise it gets, it moves around too much on me. Probably doesn't play as well, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And so I won't be able to get the precision flight that I'd be able to give with some better controller.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Which means that I can't, the question there is, I can only do like this. I can't do like the inverted turns. It takes a little more effort to get my ship to come around like that. So, it's a good question though.
Don't ice up in there.
Hey Sovereign, what's up, bro? How excited were you with Anthem? What'd you play? Grab Zero says he's playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey from Charlotte. Ace Combat 6 like a decade ago, yeah. There was a free-to-play version. I think that was Ace Combat X. And, let's see if we can multi-hit these dudes. There was a free-to-play version, I don't know, a couple years ago. And, I remember playing that.
Miss. That's a miss.
How did I miss? There you go. Take that miss. It's underneath me? Right underneath me. Yeah, that's why we're looping around.
Bandit acquired.
There we go. And then I've got guns, but
The enemy has a lock on me.
yeah, it's easier when we
The rest is up to you.
There we go. Perfect. Oh man, these guys are all spread. Let's take the dude in front, and then we'll come back around. Ground Zero says also played combat before. Sovereign says the Storm and the Ranger. I can't wait to get his hand off for this weekend. Yeah. There we go. That
Enemy
should
bomber hit, but still airborne.
Come on.
Finish it off.
Never. There was a MiG right there to the right. I don't know why it switched me.
They can burn with their own payloads. Hesitating burst split second could be the difference between a life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Targeting range of guns.
Right behind each other. Yeah, get away from that. Good luck. Oh, that didn't kill him. Oh, well, let's try again. There we go. Switch to our multi and see if we can take a couple of these at one time. There we go.
Target is down. One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Fox 2.
That'll be a bomber. And that should be the mission. Sovereign says Storm Ranger, can't wait to get my hands on all for this weekend.
Well done.
Definitely
All
looking
bombers
forward
are
to
down.
it. I was a
Radar
Storm
shows
as
no
well,
sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
and really enjoyed how that
Going,
played.
Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you
So,
to make it
something
back in
kinda
one
neat.
piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man
If
on
you
this.
get close enough to the water,
Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm
so
any
it's
drones?
right there under 100.
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1,
You'll,
return to base and report for
You'll
debriefing.
drag in the water. So it's kind of neat. I don't know if that actually I'd follow back to the base or not, but we'll head back there. So the storm and my electric charge was amazing. The ultimate was amazing. I look forward to playing the Interceptor. I didn't get a chance to play him over the weekend, and so it'll be interesting to see how he plays.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
So let me replay the whole entire mission here. If I wanted to see the video of it, watch
Situation is tight.
see how
It's a hell of a
I would play.
working party, but we have faith in you.
I feel like this part of the game is like a menu playthrough. That I don't know, if there was a way to just skip that every time, that'd be great. And that goes along with this part, which is like the aircraft summary of you flying all over. I don't know.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base.
I should be able to just skip
We
it
have
overall.
confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union Peacekeeping Force.
So it said we took down 20 targets destroyed altogether. We'll take that. Oh, I got a skin for one of my MiGs. So if you're used to playing this, there's a, we'll go to the next mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusian
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted in the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape.
Sounds like World War II.
They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Hey Sovereign, thanks for the heads up. Where are you seeing that go live message so I can make sure I get it edited?
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
So, AA guns and ground targets with planes that are going to come in. Alright, stepped it up a little, made it a little more difficult. Handful of target vehicles. Let's see what we can do. So, just like in, I believe it was X, there's an aircraft tree that'll let me unlock, you know, a bunch of different weapons. Being that we're going to be shooting at the ground, we will unlock this, it's called a GPB, and it's going to be a ground penetrating bomb. And then let's go start the mission. So we want the best air to ground. You can see on the right there's a couple different specifications. We will go with the F4 this time because it's supposed to be better against ground. And then, like I said, we're going to use just a dumb bomb. You can also select parts now, which we couldn't do before. So we're going to use this upgrade part. It's going to give us a little more speed, a little more mobility. And there's some like strategy to how you use parts. You can only use 8 different parts. They have to take up a certain percentage of body, arms, and miscellaneous on your jets. There's some balancing that's going to take place. But because you only have one part, it doesn't matter. So let's go.
Main Squadron, Zordy, ASAP.
Everyone on, hey, welcome, welcome. I see a bunch of folks on. If you haven't shot us a follow yet, we would love it if you did. And we are going to be doing mission 2, which it says on the screen right there. Really, it's the ground facilities, but there's going to be some air combat as well.
Current target is on
so I've got a bunch of allies here.
Military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
So I've got missiles,
has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Let's
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Flee our vehicle out of there!
So it should destroy the aircraft in the air.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
There's another aircraft, an AA gun.
Yeah, these jet radar vehicle's been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. It's 5 to go.
Through here.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Nice shot, Mage 2.
So we missed one. We'll have to come back around for more.
This is easy. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Oh, there's some anti-aircraft gun right over there. Alright. Let's do this. Circle back around. Tag the guy behind us. Right there. I'm not sure why we didn't focus on it.
Lockdown hostile. Fox 2.
What the hell do you mean the nearest airbase hasn't got any fighters?
What's that anti-aircraft gun? I'm not sure why we were not focusing on it. Alright, time out. Flight options, controller. Flight system. Guess it won't let me do it now. Just wondering if there's obviously a way, but I'm not switching my targets properly.
Locked.
Told you guys, when you watch this, you get quality gameplay here. Okay, well that looks like we figured out how to do it. Let's try it again. I've got a missile coming at me. That's what it's telling me right now. Alright, we avoided it.
Locked on.
So it appears Y is
We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Mage 2, APC destroyed. You're low on special weaponry. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Column 1, Box 2.
That's a miss.
Oh, that won't be. Whoa! The dude flew by.
Enemy on your tail! Watch it!
Box 2.
Well.
Check your space.
Lock acquired. Getting out of lock. Breaking. Are you telling me you can't even avenge your father?
There we go. I don't think it was my kill.
Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
Take it.
Enemy on your rear.
Locked.
How the hell was the enemy able to hit it so accurately? It's camouflage.
Pull up.
This one's mine.
Wonder how close I can get to the tower.
Missile.
Box 2.
Missile.
Target is in range of guns.
There we go. Take that.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
Box 2. Box 2. Pull the enemy aircraft away from the base. Commandant evaded the attack.
I'm iced up.
Ooh.
Locked on hostile.
That was not.
Good work,
Not
Trigger.
exciting.
The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap.
Warning. Bandit on your 6.
No.
Box 2. Box 2. Line spike. Evading. Attack hit.
No, it's not gonna let me take one more hit. Take one more hit, this will be done.
I've got the numbers and the strength. I'm on his rear. The enemy has a lock on you. Column 4, Fox 2. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Protect the radar vehicles. Return fire.
Locked. It's chow time.
No remaining special weaponry.
Ammunition zero. Ammunition zero. Missile.
Man.
There's 6 enemies. Some are really good.
Caution. Ammunition zero. Caution. Pull up. Ammunition zero. Missile.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Attack missed. Missile crossing. Break.
Bring some a little slower.
Attack missed.
Oh, they're
The
helicopters.
enemy has a lock on you, H2.
Hostile on your tail.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit right there. I thought that was gonna be it. So they're helicopters, so they're able to
Breaking.
they're able to maneuver a little differently than we are.
Enemy behind you. Heads up.
Behind one. Cut.
I didn't know.
Evade that missile.
Come on.
locked onto?
Fox 2. Take off that missile.
Page 2, target destroyed.
Everything's been burned down.
Page 2, locking.
Heads up. Bandit behind you.
Enjoying some helicopter chasing. There we go. Got that one.
Evade that missile. Get away from that vehicle. Now!
It's a MiG it looks like I'm going after.
It didn't connect.
Missile evaded. Lockdown bandit.
Break! Break! We can work later. We can't capture him. It's too quickly.
Alright, there's another kill.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
In gun range.
Yeah, I should have crashed there.
Missile fire. Evading. APCs have nowhere to hide.
Locked on target.
Around. See if
Page 2, bandit on your 6.
slow down a little.
Fox 2. Bandit evaded attack.
Oh, we got a
Try
hit
again.
too. Awesome. Let's get another hit.
Lead aim over clear ground. School 3, test the payload now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
2 targets remaining.
See if we can get those last 2 targets.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory.
No.
They got Mage 2?
Oh, boo. 3 hits and you're dead, huh? To be fair, this it's not. Let's see if we can restart from the checkpoint. It's not entirely fair when.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
It's not.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully without getting his head.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
What's everybody else gonna be playing? What are we looking forward to?
Locked.
Intersect! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! The radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
H2.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
There we go.
Missile launched.
Stairway! Being attacked by enemy aircraft!
H2. Vehicle destroyed.
We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! Going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
See how quick we can just get all 5.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Targeting range of guns. Target eliminated.
Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
Oh, take that.
bombers inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. Hell yeah.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the planning were too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's 1 more to go.
Oh, way back there. I don't know if it's letting me go back that far. I foresee me getting some rockets fired at me.
Mage 2, missile away. Mage 2, CBC destroyed.
Got it. The radar was going to go online. Got that the first time. Looks like this is our last vehicle, maybe? And then I can head back towards that base, hopefully shoot it up a little bit.
Locked. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Everything's been burned down.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can. The enemy has a lock on you, H2.
Attack missed. Behind one. No, they're not waiting for the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Should be another
Here's some feedback from those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Slow down.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
That's where they're traveling right now. Because I'm in cloud cover.
He's back from the dead.
There we go.
Rename over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire! Blake, do it! Mark 2. I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
The enemy's traveled a long way, so they're trying to hit this quickly.
Fox 2. Missile did not connect.
Come back around.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking. Enemy on your tail. Watch it!
There we go. That'll hit.
Mage 1 launching missile.
Enemy missile detected!
Come on.
To the
Bring it around.
clouds.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yep.
Evade! Do it now! Bandit in my sight! Locked on!
Too close to him.
Caution, missile!
Missed! Enemy on your rear!
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Right, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a circus.
5 targets remaining.
Right behind him. Done.
Enemy missile detected! Evading!
Got him.
4 targets remaining.
It didn't connect.
Missile launched.
grab and shoot that guy before he gets off the runway.
Lockdown hostile. In gun range. Keep your mind focused.
Yes, we'll take that.
3 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's one. Launch operations complete. All submarines, whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away!
There we go. There we go. Checkpoint. Now I'm going to take out some UAVs. So I'm right underneath them as they took off.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter.
2 missiles away.
The can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Another missile away. These 2 cars.
Mage 2, bandit on your tail. Bandits are in the clouds. I'm in his blind spot. He's fine. Mage 2, you're targeted. Missile coming. Strike, strike.
Missile.
Doing better this time without getting hit at least.
Missile.
That dude's gone. Next.
Don't try to read their movements. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Oh, Mage getting all the glory on this. I wonder if I played on a harder difficulty. If the NPCs all or the other players
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Play more aggressively, so I would get less.
I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
I'll stall if I stay in the clouds too long. I could have some cool gameplay mechanics.
Missile.
Missed.
I got 3 guys going after that one back there.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
Oh, there we go. Both
I'll
got
buy a
lock
dinner
on.
for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Oh, cool.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Fox 2.
See if we'll be able to come back
Fox
down.
2.
Missiles depleted.
They won't show up on the radar.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
You're mine. I'll make it quick.
Come on. Come out of the clouds. It's almost as if he's staying in that cloud on purpose. Yeah. They're having to stay in the cloud.
My wings are iced up. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
No shock there. The dude's quick. I wonder if they're gonna let me fly a drone later. Like the game keeps taking pity on me. And it keeps
Nice
giving me
kill, Trigger.
missiles.
Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Oh, there we go. Hey, that's the completion of Mission 2. We're going to do this. We'll watch whatever story there is, and then we're going to cut the feed. So I appreciate everyone being here.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
So we had 30 total destroyed, 17 of those were ground units. Alright, we're going to push the next mission, but we're not actually going to play it, so let's see what happens.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
So looks like a standard mission briefing, take down the bandits. Let's click through. Like I said, I want to see if there's any story mission. When we click start, if it actually just goes straight flying, we'll end the feed there. Doesn't really matter because we're not going to finish the mission.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Looks like it's just going to jump right into the mission. If that's the case, then we will end the feed, but let's see if that's what happens first. I hope everyone's enjoying watching the feed. We're going to be streaming some Anthem this weekend for sure. And
refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach.
let's see how this works.
50 meters.
I feel like I should be up higher.
Excellent work, Trigger.
very automated.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation.
Alright, team. It looks like that is going to be where that ends. Again, we're going to be streaming Anthem this weekend, so invite you guys to give us a follow if you're not following us already. We are really close to our goal of being a Twitch, what do they call it? Having 50 followers on Twitch, so we are really close to that goal. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Hopefully you're enjoying watching me die a bunch, because that's what I do, and having fun while we do it. Other than that, I look forward to talking to you guys this weekend. If anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Throw it in the chat. You can hit me up on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. I'm also on Discord a bunch, so let me know what I can do for you guys, and we will go from there. With that, I really appreciate your time, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.